Chia, what up, baby? It's your boy Mike Jones, Ice Age Entertainment, baby, the mayor of the city. And right now, y'all checking out Hip Hop Official, baby. It's definitely going down. The American Dream album and movie in stores coming soon, baby. Holla!
The early 1990s were some good years for hip-hop. Some say it was the golden era, and one group emerged from a cloud of smoke and literally took the world by storm. That group was Cypress Hill. The crew was made up of producer DJ Muggs, Sin Dog, and frontman Be Real. Their debut self-titled album was released on August 19, 1991, and went on to sell over 2 million copies, mainly off the strength of one track in particular.
Here is something you can't understand. I can just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. I can just kill a man.
Well, Kill a Man, you know, it was one of those things where it came about from 3 different songs. I was advised by Muggs, our producer. He says, hey, you know, maybe you should take a piece of this song and a piece of this song over here and this one and combine them, because, you know, all those sections are really dope and the rest of the shit around it isn't really matching up. So I thought about it and I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. Originally, the first draft of it was called Trigger Happy. After I structured it with those 3 different pieces of the separate songs, the main line ended up being Kill a Man.
Here is something you can't understand. I can just kill a man.
You know, I never thought it would be the song that it became, you know, to propel us out there. We released a double A-side single, which was Funky Phil 1 and Kill a Man. And when the DJs heard what was on the other side of the record with Kill a Man, they immediately started playing Kill a Man. They said, oh, forget Funky Phil 1, that's cool, but this shit's hype right here.
Now, Cypress was one of those early, wholly Latino rap groups representing Los Angeles, from the Dickies and plaid shirts to the drama-filled street tales. Every blunt-induced line was straight LA, so why was their first music video filmed in New York City?
We set up the video in New York because we were touring with Naughty by Nature. The song began to hit and they didn't want to wait till the end of the tour for us to do it. We were stoked about it because, I mean, you know, there ain't too many LA groups that got to film any videos in New York, especially at that time. There wasn't too many LA groups getting love, with the exception of Ice Cube and NWA and a couple other artists here and there. It bonded us with the kids, with the hip hop fans in New York, because here's some LA cats with the New York type of sound, with the East Coast type of sound, but with West Coast content, and here we are on their soil, on their ground, doing our ish, you know, parlaying with them and stuff like that. So it made a good connection out there, because, you know, people originally thought we were from the East Coast. When they found out we were from the West Coast, they loved us even more, because we didn't sound like a typical West Coast group, and we were doing our ish right there on, you know, and including East Coast artists within that video. You know, you had Tim Dog in there, which was controversial because he was screaming off Compton, and we didn't agree with that, but he was our label mate and he was a friend of ours, so you know, we had him in the video. Q-Tip was also in that video, and Ice Cube, he heard we were out there, and we hadn't become friends yet, but that video was the starting point of that. It came down to the video to show some West Coast love out there. There was a few cats, man, so it ended up being a great enough video for a classic song. It was cool.